Hi, and welcome to Loans and Drones. I'm Bill Pendley, and I am here today with Austin Weiss. This is episode 35. And Austin, you are the first of 2026. I kind of took a little bit of a sabbatical, but we're on with you, and I hope you feel honored.
I am totally honored because you've probably been asking me for like 6 months to be on this.
I know.
And we just couldn't work out a date.
I've been asking you out, and you've been rejecting me. Just kidding. No,
you gotta play hard to get.
I love it. So yeah, we met at DuPage Real Producers. A little shameless plug for DuPage Real Producers. I just say that just so I know that when I'm investing in, I can actually get contacts, right? Andy Burton. But no, we met and we hit it off right away, and we started talking about drones. We started talking about real estate, and everything just matched up. And I just appreciated, getting to know you in that split second. And now we're talking on a podcast.
Well, you left out a part. You forgot the part where you're crazy and you did Ironmans for years.
Oh yeah.
Because I do the sprint triathlons because I'm actually a normal person, and you tried to convince me for like 20 minutes to do an Ironman. I was I'm not going for that.
I must have been drinking. I've cut that off since then, but
there definitely were drinks involved.
All right, good. So you did triathlons. You're doing sprints. Did you do Naperville?
I've done Naperville before.
Okay.
I try to stick with the ones where you're actually in open water and not a pool.
Yeah.
So Naperville's in Centennial Beach.
Yeah.
But I might go back to that one.
Yeah.
Maybe later this year.
All right. Have you done Chicago?
I've done Chicago before.
Chicago's
not
good.
My favorite.
Yeah. Why?
Lakeshore Drive, the LSD is definitely more hilly than people think.
Yeah.
And there's some crazy potholes going on.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the setup. I don't know. You have to drop your bike off the day before.
Yeah.
You're treading water before you can start your swim.
Yeah.
So I just think there's better triathlons in this area within a couple hour drive.
Right. I remember that. And when you say that, I'm like, dang, this is like a blast from the past. Because my last Ironman race was back in 2000. I think it was 2018. No, yeah, 2018 is Florida. So, and then since then, I just cut it off, got married, had kids, and
wife got in the way.
Wife got in the way. Sorry, Laura.
Wife or wife?
What?
Yeah.
Life and wife, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So so we have 3 kids under the age of 6. So we're in what they call a thick of it. I love it. I mean, I'm trying to get back into the workout regimen, but.
Sure.
I'm an all or nothing person. Obviously, you can see that. So, like when it comes to like if I do Ironman racing, but that was also what I call a midlife crisis. So at that moment, but then I did 4 or 5 of them. I don't know.
I found my only free time now. I have an 18-month-old at home.
Nice
little girl. My free time is between the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. before she wakes up, and that's my workout time.
Really?
Now. Yeah.
See, and how old are you again?
Oh man. I'm 36.
36. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, here's you want to say, oh man, I'm 51. So talk about starting late. I have to try to stay healthy in order to even be alive when my kids are going to college. She's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you're a girl dad.
Yeah, I'm a girl dad.
I am too. I got 3.
No way.
Yeah, so 3 girls. So I'll be working some 120. So there you go.
Yes, you will be.
Yeah. So how do you like being a girl dad?
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I put the little bike seat on the back of my mountain bike.
Yeah.
So I'm not off-roading anymore down in Palos. That's where I used to go.
Really?
But now it's become a dad bike.
Yeah.
And we took her to Dairy Queen yesterday, put her little helmet on. So I'm going to be going all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
This summer.
That's awesome. Cool. So I went from Ironman to electric bikes. Another shameless plug for Boji Bikes out there. But my assistant, her husband owns Boji Bikes in Batavia. And I love it because I can take my kid in the basket, and then I don't have to, if there's hills, I don't have to worry about the hills. I just do the electric part.
That's smart.
So, but it's fun. Like, and you can get anywhere on a bike.
Sure.
And that's the beauty of having kids is that you can go, we can go down to the St. Patty's Day parade in St. Charles, and we showed up with our bikes, and it was like the best thing ever because we didn't have to worry about parking. So, Love it. That's awesome. What's your daughter's name?
Harlow Capri.
Really?
Yeah.
What a beautiful name.
Yeah, we thought so too. We were in between Capri and Harlow, and I was like, let's just make it a middle
What made
name.
you think of the names?
My wife
was
just going down the top baby names.
Yeah.
And we really liked those, and that's what we settled on.
Love it.
And it's interesting too, because like when you're pregnant, you call your child, or at least we did, that name forever. And then you go out in public or like you hang out with your family and friends and you got to be like, the baby. you can't say her name because you don't want people to know until.
There's an etiquette there,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. And I never would imagine being a girl dad, but I absolutely love every minute of it.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I love every minute. Like every week is different because they learn so much so quickly.
Yeah, they do. They're sponges,
especially this age, like 18 months, starting to talk. She's running everywhere right now. Literally putting everything in her mouth.
Yeah.
And trying on dad's shoes every opportunity she can get.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's so cool. So it's just weird. It feels like it's a blessing to be like that in that role as a dad. I never thought I'd be raising girls, but I think it's awesome. All right, so let's talk about real estate.
Okay.
What got you into real estate?
Well, I ended up at NIU after a year of playing college basketball.
Oh, really?
Didn't like the small college feel.
Okay.
It was smaller in my high school. And I knew I wanted to learn more about how money flowed and worked. And I have a personal passion that it's my belief our education system in the country doesn't really educate people on how money works. And they just throw us out into the wild after college and say, figure it out for yourself.
Yeah.
So my whole thing was, let's figure out how money flows, works, investments, all that great stuff. And let's go educate people on how to handle their money, how to invest, how to, buy a single family house and everything in between. So that's one of my passions, is being able to educate people on that process. That's basically how I got involved. So backing up a little bit, when I was at NIU, I was finance econ major. I was VP of finance for essentially their student government.
Okay.
Campus activities board, and was just involved with a bunch of different things.
Wow. Yeah. So finance. How is it? So when I first got into college, I was thinking I want to be a teacher, and then I realized how hard that job is. And then I got into getting a BS and BS, which is communication.
There you go. BS and BS.
Yeah. But then I wound up in finance in the mortgage industry.
Okay.
So go figure, right? But I think you hit on something very important, is how to educate people about the things that you weren't educated about in school. I think you pay a lot of money for these institutions, and then the simple stuff, the hard life stuff isn't really taught. And I'm not bashing the schools, but I'm like, man, we just had another agent in here talking about the profit and loss, like what the bottom line is. How do you actually stay in the black? And that's a very critical part to your business, because
Absolutely.
you're considered self-employed.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you're in the black and not spending more than what you have to pay Uncle Sam.
Absolutely.
Right? So what year was it that you got into the business?
So I got licensed end of 2012. I was working as an intern for a commercial group out of Oak Brook. And then it's like, I don't really see myself going long term in commercial. So I got out of it, did some nonprofit work for a while, working with homeless.
Oh, really?
Through AmeriCorps.
Okay.
And then got back into the business full-time residential in 2014. And then been at it ever since.
Wow. 2014 was it?
Yeah, 2014.
Okay. So you worked with the homeless.
Yeah.
What made you do that?
So you get your degree.
You got a lot.
Oh,
you got
I've
a
got
lot
a
we
lot
can
going on.
unpack
I got
here.
stories,
There's chapters.
man.
I love
It comes back to what I said a couple minutes ago. You graduate college and they just throw you to the wolves essentially, and they're like, figure everything out for yourself. You start applying, and everybody's like, well, you're not good enough to work here, right? You get rejected.
Yeah, right.
Your qualification, when we have 5 other candidates that are better than you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if you can tell that from a 1-hour interview, sure, So I just wanted to go help people. It comes back to this whole helping people role that I'm really passionate about. And I was just like, let's go do that for a while. Let's hang my real estate license up. I can always come back to that. And let's see where this leads to. And I had some amazing experiences. I was basically determining whether or not some programs for homeless populations were sustainable and actually helping them for what they were designed to do. So I was going into soup kitchens and shelters and seeing some stuff that I've never seen before. And it really humbled me.
Yeah.
It made me realize, when I got back into real estate, essentially, that this is a big deal for a lot of people in order to be able to afford a home and to make memories with their family and potentially invest in a property to help out with their child's education.
Yeah.
And paying for that, or retirement.
Yeah.
And that's what I like doing.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because you got two extremes. You have homeless and then you sell homes.
Yeah.
Right. So you go from completely nothing to like you're selling. We got a deal right now that what's the price point? Is it almost $2 million of a home?
I think it's like 1.6.
Yeah.
And that's been a long time coming. And that family has been looking for a while for something that fits what they want and being able to mold that house into their dream house. So I'm really happy for them.
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing great. I mean, rock star agent. So when you say educating, what type of vehicles do you use to educate people?
Yeah. So I got into the business again, 2014, really had no idea what I was doing. So I did open houses one year, did like 50 something open houses, didn't get any business from it.
Really?
Stumbled across a real estate coach who was like, you have to cold call. So I picked up the phone for a few years and it was just like calling up and down streets, calling the FSBOs, calling the expireds. And I had success with it. And it just was like a daily grind. It was like one of those things where it's like, I got up in the morning and I'm like, do I have to do this again?
Right, right.
And of course you have to. So I started playing around with video 2019 and determined that's what I wanted to do. I want to be able to get in front of people, get them to know me, like me, trust me, essentially, educate them, a little bit of humor. I call it edutainment, essentially.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So there was a gap in this area, in the Chicagoland area, where people were relocating here because Chicagoland's a big metropolitan area. There's people moving in and out all the time.
Right.
Either whether it's from downtown Chicago out to the suburbs, vice versa, or from out of state and country. And nobody was showing what it was like to actually live here. No one was talking about the neighborhoods, the price points, the parks, the recreation, the commuting, the schools. So it was a huge gap. And I was like, let's pick up a camera and start educating people. So I started making videos about my hometown of Naperville.
Okay.
Turns out that's the #1 place to live in the country. #1 place to raise a family. #1 city for public schools. So it helped me a little bit. And then I just started doing all the other western suburbs and making content. And man, the phone started ringing.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a work smarter, not harder type of mindset because, well, you still work hard doing it, but it's playing to a creative side that's not the grind that you were used to as far as calling and.
Yeah, I mean,
it's old school. It still works. Don't get me wrong. It does work.
It works,
but like it depends on how you're wired up.
Like the video is great because people will go down the rabbit hole. They'll Netflix binge watch it essentially, and they'll watch 8 or 9 of my videos, and they'll feel like they know me by the time they reach out. Yeah. And I've literally had people hop on our little video call for the consultation to purchase a home. Yeah. And the first thing out of their mouth is, "Man, is it really you? Or is it, I can't believe we're talking to you. Yeah. And we've watched so much of your content, we feel like we already know you."
Yeah.
So that's what I want. I want people to feel that comfortable talking with me.
Yeah.
And that confident in allowing me to handle their home purchase or sale.
Yeah.
And those are the things I like to hear.
That is good. I had that happen once. So you sound like you have it happen all the time.
Oh, I mean, I've had people that, I've never met them in person. I do all the showings virtually. And then I do the inspection virtually. And I also do the home closing. They're not there in person. And I do the final walkthrough. They're not there in person. And then they come 2 weeks later after the home closing and I hand them the keys. And they trust me that much.
Wow. That's a first for me. I've never heard anybody say that. So you've done everything virtual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're not able to come here. Certainly like during the height of COVID.
Yeah.
That was more prevalent. I did that many times.
Yeah.
And video tours and showings were a big deal. And I still do that for quite a few clients that are coming from out of state and country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you know how to take the right video and show that, and it's funny you should say it because I had a buyer consultation last night and I have a setup similar to this, and they go, "Oh, I love your setup." I go, "Yeah, this is a COVID project." I mean, that's one of the good things that came from COVID is how to be a virtual person to sell, and I felt like what I do is I do the virtual buyer consultation literally have it down to a science where obviously the things people want to know when they buy a house, what am I coming to closing with? What's the monthly payment? You camp out on the monthly payment and you're there for about 10 or 15 minutes. And then they walk away feeling, oh, this is what I wanted to hear, versus what I used to do in the old school days was go physically meet with somebody.
Sure.
You write chicken scratch. I can't even write my name anymore because we just don't write as much as we used to.
Right.
So it allows you more efficiency.
Yes.
And I think that's where everybody wants something now, and you're giving them something now versus having to set up a time. You can get it to them much cleaner, more efficient, and expedite things at a faster rate than some of the other people that are out in the streets.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have your system set up, you meet with someone on consultation, you have an email already set to go, and you customize it based on what they said a little bit. And I just attach some of my videos. Here's the neighborhoods we talked about. I've already done videos on them. Go watch it. Let me know if those are the areas you want to concentrate your search on. If you want to choose a different town, here's my other playlist with all these towns.
Really? So you have it all like templates?
Oh, it's all dialed in.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's cool. And then I have my lenders. I send people, my attorneys, my inspectors, my contractors, and everything's all set up.
Dang.
So it's basically all automated, and it was all upfront work to get it to like that.
Did that start in COVID, or was that?
It's a process. It's an ever-changing process. Like when I update those videos, or I update the contractors or the lenders, those are the people I'm going to be sending out because I trust those people.
Yep. Yeah.
So, like, for instance, this transaction that we're doing together.
You're testing me, aren't you?
I'm testing you. I'm seeing everything you do and making sure if I want to do more transactions with you in the future, this is the test.
Good. All right. Well, that puts me in the spotlight.
Puts you on the spot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I can't tell you from my side of it, I'm super appreciative of that. And like, that's what we're in the business for, is to try to make it a good experience, not only for the client, but also the referral source, and
absolutely be
an extension of your service. So it's awesome that we're both on the same page with tech too. So I think it would be cool to do a buyer consultation together. It'd be awesome. You've done drone work too. So this podcast is called Loans and Drones. So before we got on, he started talking about picking up a drone. So tell me about that.
Okay. So as I've been doing these real estate videos, other people have started to mimic what I've been doing across Chicagoland. And there's always good and bad with that. So when I first got into it, I had outdated equipment. I couldn't afford stuff. I was using a GoPro 4, which doesn't have stabilization.
Yeah.
So you can't walk around with it.
Yeah.
So it was all talking face, talking head videos on a couch in my apartment. And those were my original videos. Very little editing that I did myself. Because I didn't know how to edit. I was all self-taught.
Yeah.
And the clips I was getting was very slow motion, like out in the community type deal. So eventually I upgraded my stuff, my equipment, upgraded my GoPro, and was out just doing walking tours. And eventually one day I started seeing other people that were making videos similar to mine, and they had drone footage. And I'm like, I need to go get a drone. So I went down the rabbit hole of going get a drone pilot's license, went down to Bolingbrook Airport, and sat for my 107 license. And
did it make you want to be a pilot, or true pilot?
My wife was like, why don't you just go get a pilot's license and we can go fly on vacation? You can fly us there. And I was like, I really don't have a desire to do that.
Yeah.
But no, like the drone license, you have to learn a lot of that stuff.
The weather,
and I'm like, I don't really care about this, but it's kind of cool.
I thought it totally took me into a world that I was not expected to go into, and you're like, wow, this is super
You're reading
cool.
Like charts and maps and weather patterns. And I'm like, all right. I just want to fly a drone and get some house footage and like go down the neighborhood and get the topography and whatever, but it's cool. So, all right. So I got the license and I started inserting drone footage in my videos, and it just took them to a whole nother level because you can see so much cool stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
And then you go from a drone look to down to street level walking, and it just gives people a better perspective on what's going on. And then you include maps in there and do all that. And that's what really got me into drone work. So now I bring my drone on every vacation, and I have all this phenomenal footage.
Yeah.
Like I have Lahaina.
Oh, you do?
I'm pretty sure it's Lahaina.
Yeah.
Before it burned down.
Yeah. Oh, you have it before?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like we were there because we got married in 21, and we were there in December of 21, and then it burned down, I think, like or late 22 or early 23, somewhere in there.
I'm trying to think. I might have been there after.
Yeah, so I was flying drone. I mean, I have all this footage of all these different vacation spots, and it's really cool hobby. And
It is.
And not necessarily hobby, because I use it for my main source of videography for my.
You don't
my
realize, and that's the thing we were talking about, is you don't realize that small investments, they're not cheap, but
not cheap.
$2,000, you can create a business from that $2,000. And what I did is I took it from a hobby and just started playing around with my actual business and taking it to real estate agents, listings, and making listing videos. But like what you said, it's kind of funny how quickly it evolves.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first started doing it in, I think it was 2017. Yeah, 2017. Agents didn't want to be in front of the camera.
Right.
Like, they were like, no, I just show the house, show the house. And now all of a sudden that's gone from agent in front of it. I remember one video where the guy just did like the whole hand wave over, and flew over him into the house.
Sure.
And now all of a sudden the agents are part of the video, and it's a branding thing for the agents.
Yeah.
So pretty crazy. What's do you remember your first video that you ever shot with?
Oh yeah, I did a test video and I never posted it.
Really?
I might still have it on a hard drive somewhere. Yeah, because I just wanted to, when I shoot a video, I'm very conscious of like my posture.
Yeah, I know.
And my facial expressions, and just like getting involved and looking at someone directly in the camera and making sure that when they're watching it, they know I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to come off professional, but also entertainment wise, educational, and connecting with that individual.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at everything: hand gestures, speech patterns, slowing down, speeding up. You don't have to be perfect,
right?
And people don't want you to be perfect. You don't have to sound like a robot,
right?
Just be your natural self, and if you have to shoot again, you have to shoot again. But that's what I really focus on, is being able to connect with the people watching.
Yeah, and I think that's the key, is just like how comfortable can you be in front of the cameras? Like you look at the camera, like you have so many agents out there that once they see that, they're like stage fright. Like, what am I going to do? And you just go, no, that's why this style works for a lot of agents. And obviously you're natural no matter what. If you want to look in the camera, you can. But there's so many people that cannot do that. And you just got to get comfortable. Just do it, number one.
Sure.
That's number one. The number one rule is just get out there and start shooting, even if you do look awkward. But then all of a sudden you can start morphing because you start getting used to it. And it just becomes a secondary thing.
To answer your question, though, I think my first video ever... And you can go on my YouTube channel and verify this. I think it was like a pros and cons video of Naperville.
Really?
Or maybe like a 10 things to know about Naperville, something like that. Just keeping it simple about my hometown. And I was just coming up, I had an outline in my lap.
Yeah.
And I was just freeballing off the top of my head, like just telling how it is.
Yeah.
These are the pros and cons of living here. This is what you want, then give me a call.
No script at all.
No script. It was just like an outline of talking points, and then it was just natural, whatever I said. That's what I put on.
That's a good question. Do you have, do you script a lot of your stuff?
All right.
Now?
So I would say like 85% of my videos are outline, and me just coming up with stuff off the top of my head, what to say, because I know these communities really well.
Yeah.
And I know these communities, I like to say, better than any other real estate agent. That's unverifiable, of course. But I live, work, and play in these communities. I show homes here all the time. I've lived in different communities. I'm from Naperville, but we lived in Oak Park. We lived in Woodridge. Okay. I had properties in different communities.
Yeah.
So I know these areas really, really well. And then when I do research on the video, I learn even more. And then I go out in the neighborhoods and shoot the drone shots and get the B-roll.
Yeah.
And I learn, and I become an expert in that area.
Wow. Yeah. That's good. I mean, yeah. Do you do you still edit?
So I stopped editing my own stuff almost a year ago.
Okay.
And I also switched over to more of like a teleprompter style.
Oh.
But I still go off the teleprompter and I just say what I want to say more oftentimes than not.
See, I've been trying to do the teleprompter thing. I don't know what it is, but I just can't do it.
So here's what I've learned. You can either spend all your time writing a script, and then the shooting the video is really quick. Or you can write a quick outline, and then shooting the video takes a long time. So you can't win, because you're either taking all the time to write the script or all the time to get the right take.
Yeah. So if you're like me, where if you're a perfectionist when it comes to like how you look or how you said something, you have to retake it. How many times do you usually take a?
If I'm not on a teleprompter, I mean, sometimes I call it my one take wonder. You know, if I get it right the first time, I'm off to the next take. But sometimes, you know, I'm tired, frustrated, I'm hot, I'm soaked through my shirt out in the neighborhood somewhere.
Yeah.
And it takes me like 10, 15 takes to get the right thing.
Good. Okay, now you're making me feel good because I felt like it was only me. I felt like
I'm human. Yeah,
right,
for sure.
Good.
I've had takes where like bird pooped on me. Train came in the background. You can't hear anything in my mic, even though I have like state of the art stuff now.
Yeah.
I've had ladies come up to me. Like I was shooting in Downers Grove one time, and she came up and she's like, "Are you like part of the FBI or CIA?" Because I had like my drone bag and I had my selfie stick with the little windbreaker on the microphone.
Oh.
So she thought I was like recording something for like an operation.
Really?
And I just looked at her and I was like, "Shh." And she looked around. I'm like, "Shh, don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anybody."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're good. He's got a good dry sense of humor, doesn't he?
Oh, that's okay.
Are you a comedian? What's going on here?
I love. So it's all about edutainment, right?
Edutainment.
So I love.
Edutainment.
You gotta be. You have
to
be yourself on camera.
Yes.
And I'm naturally just like a dry sense of humor, straight face.
Yeah.
And if people want to take me seriously, that's on them. But if they get the humor behind the straight face,
I'm
a pretty funny guy. So
gosh darn it, people like me.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
that's good.
You know, it works both ways.
So we had our CEO in town last week, and you know he's like, look, this industry it's not fun. Like if I had to come up here all the time and just talk about mortgages, I'd be out of the business. So he's bantering with all the people, and he's like, no, we actually, that's what I came here to talk to you about. Like one guy asked a question and like made him feel like his job was on the line. He's like, come on, I'm kidding. I can't stand up here and just talk straight face all the time about mortgages. Otherwise I want to be here. But I think you have to have fun in your craft and what you're doing, because if you're not, you're just like you said before, a robot. It just doesn't, it's the daily grind.
Yeah. And going off of that, life's all about having fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not going to have fun, what else is there?
Yeah.
And what else are we doing?
Yeah.
So that, you know, I write down in my journal every day, have fun doing this. And at the end of the day, don't take everything so serious.
Yeah.
Even though some of the things I'm doing is pretty serious for some of these people, dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home. Yeah. But you just have to take a step back and realize like everything's not so serious. It's not going to be the end of the world. And just have fun with everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And connect with these people that you're helping. Like don't make it transactional. Try to make a lifelong friend out of it, build relationships and community. And that's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. So, well, I mean, every agent that I've had in here, I always ask them how do you maintain the business? It's all about relationships.
Yeah.
So if you can keep it light, it's kind of like with marriage. I mean, one of the things is like my wife and I try to keep things fun and funny, you know, you have to banter a little bit, and you know, that keeps things interesting, you know? Okay. So let's talk about this is going to kind of go a little deeper into the social media aspect of your business, but we've talked about it before. This one of the connections that you and I had was you're authentic. There are other agents that aren't so authentic. What would you tell an agent first getting in the business? Like when you're starting to do social media, like what's the etiquette there? Like, do you copy somebody? Do you not copy? I mean,
sort of.
Okay.
When I got in, I researched for about 6 months before I ever shot a video.
Oh, okay.
Do I wish I would have just shot video? Yeah. Just don't hesitate. Just do it. But you have to kind of come up with a plan and an end game. All right. So you have to really understand, like, all right, so I'll throw a cliche thing out there. So like consistency, everyone throws it out. But you want to be consistent enough to where basically your reputation catches up with your effort.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's a compound effect. So you have to ask yourself, if I'm going to shoot one video, am I going to do another one next week? And the week after that, and the week after that, because you're not going to be able to shoot one video and expect the phone to ring. Right.
Although that did happen to you, though.
It did happen, but now I feel like everybody's doing video, so you have to you have to stand out.
Good point.
So if you're going to make the exact same video that someone else has already made, down to the hand gestures, the facial movements, and word for word that video, people aren't going to call you because they're going to see that someone else made the exact same video, pop it up on 2 different screens and go, who made the video first type deal.
That's taking scripting to a whole different level.
Oh, yeah. So you want to be your authentic self. You want to show your personality. You want to show that you know things about these communities that you can't find anywhere else because personal stories, experiences go a long way. And it builds connections with your viewers. And that's what it's all about. You want people to build a connection to enough so they know you and like you that they're going to call you and trust you with their real estate transaction.
Yeah.
And I just had someone call me yesterday. We need to know about the school districts because our son's moving here from Arizona next year. Can you tell us more about this area? It was the grandparents.
Grandparents.
Yeah.
Did you do a deal for them?
No.
Really?
They just watched my YouTube videos.
They watched your YouTube.
They just wanted some basic knowledge about school districts. So now I'm probably going to connect with their son or connect them with another agent in that area that they're working. So
wow.
Yeah.
It works.
It totally works.
Yeah.
And I've had numerous calls. I've even been out filming, wrapping up a video, out at a bar somewhere. I was out at a bar in Michigan one time. Some dude was sitting across from me. He goes, I know you from somewhere. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, I watched your video about this in Chicago, and it helped me find a rental there.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
In Michigan. Across the lake in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts in Michigan?
We like going up to like Benton Harbor, St. Joe's, and we also go up to Traverse City a lot too.
I'm from that area.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Niles, Michigan.
Okay.
Little plug tonight.
I've also been downtown Naperville, Riverwalk. I've had numerous people walk up to me like, you're Austin. We watched your videos. We're renting right now. We're going to call you next year when we're looking to buy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's happened many times.
Gee, that's awesome. So you're basically scaling this. I mean, do you have it like on a spreadsheet, like how you're scaling your business from the video stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess can you?
Yeah, you can scale. So there's a lot of back end analytics that you can dive deep into. The main ones are watch time, views obviously count, and then average view duration.
Okay.
Because YouTube rewards people based on those metrics essentially.
Okay.
And then there's different sources that people are viewing your videos from. So there's, obviously you can see where people are viewing, like TV, phone, tablet, laptops, things like that. But the main ones are like, are people searching? Is it being suggested, browse feature? Or is it coming from like an external source, like another video or just like a Google thing? And you want to be able to rank in certain orders for those. And that's how you know your channel is on autopilot, just cranking in views and doing the right things.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you that's like news to me. I'm trying to get
I
to
researched
the YouTube level.
all this stuff.
You have?
And getting back to your original question, like how does someone want to get into this?
Yeah.
You have to really understand like YouTube is its own thing. And Instagram's another thing, and TikTok's its other thing, right? So if you want to go all in, like pick one and get really good at it, and then expand from there.
Niches.
Don't try to go
right?
through like 5 or 7 different social media things. Like I'm really good at long form video, and I make pretty good short form content, but I'm not consistent posting every day. And if you want to be consistent on TikTok or Instagram or short form, you really have to be posting like at least 1 video a day. I mean, if you want to blow up, it's got to be multiple videos a day. Whereas YouTube, you could post 1 15-minute video a week, which takes a lot more production hours, essentially. But if you post every week for a year, your phone's gonna be ringing for sure.
Yeah. Wow. What when we're talking view counts, what's your range of view counts on yours? Or
I mean, it varies. I've had videos blow up when they're in the tens of thousands of views on YouTube. But you want to be able to do videos that people are asking questions about.
Yeah, because it really doesn't matter if you're not getting engagement for what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
So if I have a video that only has 1,000 views, it doesn't really matter to me because if I got 5 phone calls off of that, those 5 people's questions were answered and they called me because I had the answer for them and they wanted to know more. So views don't really matter to me. It comes back to what I said, average view duration, watch time, things like that are where YouTube's going to push your stuff.
Yeah, because here's the other thing too, is I think what I always make a joke of with clients, especially if they're working with somebody like yourself, is this person an influencer, or do they actually really do business? Because I sent a lead down to a guy down in Florida. I won't mention any names, but he's pretty high up there as far as video. And it was a cash deal. Never even called the guy back. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm trying to trust you and know and like. Now I'm trying to trust you with a cash, but I'm not even getting anything out of it, you know, and trying to build a connection there. And then you just don't even call him back. And this guy goes and buys anyways, like about a week later. You missed it. You missed like a check. So I realized quickly that there's a lot of people out there that are influencers that do get the views, but then they won't return your phone call when they start getting really true engagement.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's probably the best thing you could have said. Influencer versus someone who's actually trying to engage with people and help people in real estate and improve their lives. Because a lot of reasons why people move is to improve their lifestyle in some way, whether it's downsizing, retirement, or upsizing because they're out of space because they're trying to expand their family. And there's stuff in between there too, but it's a lifestyle change. So a lot of these moves are emotional for people. And if you can connect with people like we've talked about before, that's all people want. They want someone to be there that understands the market, can emotionally connect with them, and a lot of times, and not just transactional, although I've had very much transactional clients as well, where they don't want anything to do with me after the closing. But a lot of people become great friends of mine. And I do community events and client events where they come year after year back to them, and I want to catch up with them, or they invite me over to their house. Yeah. Because they want to show me what they did to this room, right?
Right.
And I want that.
Yeah.
And I want to stay in touch with a lot of people. But yeah, getting back to your comment about being an influencer versus being someone who's engaging in people's lives and making a difference, that's all I care about. Yeah. I don't want to be an influencer. I don't care about 100,000 views on a video on Instagram. Right. I really don't. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, that just means that you said it before, you know your plan. Your plan is, it does create the sexy view counts and everything, but at the end of the day, your pocketbook is affected by the actual engagement, and that's what you started doing it for. Like, you didn't want to get on the calls because I don't want to get on the calls. It's just like you don't want to be stuck in a box. Like you think like I think. It's got to be a fun environment to actually work in, and that's why you're doing what you're doing.
Look, it's the best feeling ever when your business is at such a high level that people reach out to you and will do anything to work with you.
Yeah, that's good.
And I literally have had, I know it's a great client when they reach out and they say something like, we've seen dozens of your videos. We watched them all. We want to work with your lender. We want to work with your people. Oh, and by the way, are you taking on any more clients? Because we really want to work with you. And here's everything about our family. We hope you want to work with us too.
Do they get a sense of like, hey, you're too busy for me? Because that's the other thing. Of like when people are coming on to your buyer consultation, wait, it's really you? Yeah. Like they think that you're too busy.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do think I'm too busy. And first of all, I'm never too busy. I'm always
good message.
I'm always going to have a conversation with someone at the very least and point them in the right direction, even if I can't help them. So I have a lot of renters that reach out. And I don't typically do rentals unless the family is planning to purchase within the next couple years, right? But I will always point them in the right direction. Like, here's another agent that can help you, or here's an apartment complex, and let's stay in touch. So I've had many, many people like that.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, I think we're at the point of the show where I am going to ask you 3 random questions. First question. Where would you be other than this awesome podcast
right now?
If it was anywhere on the planet, where would you be?
If it was a normal day of the week, I'd probably be filming a new video out in some suburb somewhere or downtown Chicago. If I could be anywhere, man, I proposed to my wife in Costa Rica.
Really?
And we're coming up on our 5-year anniversary this year.
Okay.
And we would love to go back.
I've heard Costa Rica is awesome.
Costa Rica is beautiful.
Where would you stay? Where would you stay there?
Well, we went to Liberia, the whole like Tamarindo region, and we would definitely go back there. But we would probably want to go back more towards like the capital and stay in that area because it's more of a city vibe, and that would be cool.
What was your favorite thing about? This is kind of an offshoot of that, but what was your favorite thing about Costa Rica that you loved?
I mean, just the topography.
Yeah.
The beaches are beautiful.
Yeah.
The wildlife. There's monkeys climbing all over the place, and the power lines and the trees and whatnot.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's kind of
yeah.
cool. And just like the little geckos, the birds.
Yeah.
And just they have flowers all year round. Like here in Chicagoland, we're in flower season for sure, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And then everything becomes green, which is great, right? But you don't see flowers throughout the summer typically, like all the time.
Right.
And it goes away. And it's there all the time in Costa Rica, and it's really pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because anytime we do a vacation as a family, we have to find a place where they have animals. My daughter wants to be a zookeeper. So she's learned so much about animals, and she's always giving me tidbits. And so like, that's definitely on the list then.
So now you have all this knowledge about animals because you have to keep up with her.
Exactly. Watch the Disney Animal Kingdom or something like that. So, what's your favorite food? It's simple.
Oh gosh, ice cream for sure.
Ice cream.
Like, how can you not love ice cream?
Yeah.
It's cold. It's creamy. It's, you want to try all of it. As far as like an actual healthy meal, you can always go for a good steak and like potatoes and maybe some asparagus or broccoli, like as a side.
So since you're into the communities, what's a shameless plug of a place that's got good steak and ice cream?
Okay.
Maybe not together, but
So okay, when I film these videos, by the way, and I go into these communities, I usually do a plug for a local business. And I'll give them like a 30 to 45 second time slot. I'm not asking for anything in return. And a lot of times if it's a sit down restaurant, I pay for my meal and they don't even know what I'm doing. And then I throw them in the video and they'll reach out like 6 months later. And we've had people come in our restaurant who saw your video and we just want to thank you for putting it in there.
Really?
Because now I'm putting them in front of a few thousand viewers, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I love to do.
It's a pay it forward mindset, which is brilliant.
So I'm all about giving back to the community and creating my own micro community, whether that's the viewers on my channel or within my farm area, essentially, and just giving back to the local businesses. And that's what I try to do. Yeah.
What's so I would say steak for me because I'm in St. Charles.
Okay.
St. Charles place by far, the ribeye. Is that your favorite steak, or what's your favorite steak?
I could go for ribeye for sure.
Ribeye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fillets all good.
Fillets are good. Yeah. In Chicago, there's a good place called Tango Sur.
I've been there.
That's
in
there?
Wrigleyville.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, okay, my wife, when I first met her, she was living a block from the stadium, so we'd go out to games for like $10 on Tuesday nights. But she took me to Tango Sur, and it's BYOB.
That's one.
So you go to the Jewel,
down
like a block away. You go pick up a bottle of wine or two, whatever. And you go get a giant steak that's way more than you ever need. I mean, this thing is like huge.
I know, I'm getting hungry right now.
Oh yeah, and then the chimichurri sauce.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I go for the chimichurri sauce every time.
Damn, I have to go to that. We should.
And they have a little bodega next door now.
What do they have?
They have a bodega.
Oh, really?
It's like a little mart, and they sell their own stuff there. Are
you serious?
Next door or 2 doors down. Yeah.
Yeah, this place is, for anybody that doesn't know Tango Sur, you cannot get a reservation there. So you have to actually go and then try to get there early enough, but then they call you to let you in. But it's super romantic. So all those guys out there that want to take their wife to a really, really romantic place, great. BYOB, and the steaks are to die for. And what's it called? Chimichurri sauce.
And I started making my own at home because I liked it so much. So yeah, it's fun. It's just fun to make stuff. We
should take the wives there for a couple's day or something.
I'm down.
This would be
Let's
fun.
do it.
All right. So what's one last question? What is one piece of advice that you've received in your life from somebody you'll never forget?
That I'll never forget? Well,
yeah.
Could it be from myself?
Yeah. Whatever you.
All right. So I read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy a few years ago, and I've since read it like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
And it's basically everything that you're doing today, it's not going to yield results tomorrow. But if you do a little bit each day over a period of time, 30 days, a year, whatever it is, you'll see results. So if you think about it from like a workout perspective, if you lift once or you jog once, you're not going to be in shape. But if you do that consistently for 3 months, 6 months, just like when you're training for a triathlon, you're going to feel great. And you're going to start seeing changes in your lifestyle and your habits and how you feel. And it's all about the compound effect and building off of everything and just taking little chunks of the elephant or the cake, whatever acronym you want to say, and just keep working towards it. And don't give up, because you never know when that next video that you're going to put out there is going to be the one that's going to make the phone ring, right? So I've applied that same principle to this content that I'm creating. And it comes back to, you can't just make one video about one town. You got to make a whole series, 10 videos, 15 videos, and become that local neighborhood expert on that area. And that's what's going to get the phone to ring. And you can apply that same principle to everything.
That's great. Wow. There you have it. Austin, you've been amazing. Seriously,
Thank you.
Has been good stuff. If people wanted to get a hold of you right now, we're obviously the YouTube, but is there contact? So if we wanted to get a buyer to you, how can they contact you?
Phone, email is the best. Definitely. We can either flash on the screen or go to youtube.com/Austin Weiss. And you can go down the rabbit hole of all my content and research basically any neighborhood in the western suburbs. And I probably have content about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm definitely going to look at that, and I'll start sending some people your content just to show and educate, because I think that's a great point, is educating the client. And the three words he keeps bringing up is know, like, and trust. And that's why we use the content and social media, is just because our business is one of those businesses of high competitive, and there's a lot of people doing it, but you're going to find your person that you're going to be able to know, like, and absolutely trust with your finances. So we'll catch you on the next episode of Loans and Drones. Stay tuned for more, and have a great day.